C-sections and celiac disease. And there was a new study done. It was published on, it will be published in the Pediatric Journal this coming June, but some of the Department of Health and Human Services and the National Post have picked it up and kind of done articles on it. So from the Department of Health and Human Services, this was published on May 18th, it says that researchers analyzed data on almost 2,000 children seen at gastrointestinal outpatient clinics for celiac disease, Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, and other gastrointestinal diseases, and compared their rates of C-section versus vaginal delivery to children who had not been diagnosed with these gastrointestinal conditions. Compared with children born vaginally, children delivered by C-section were 80% more likely to develop celiac disease, and no association was found with C-sections and inflammatory bowel diseases, Crohn's disease, and ulcerative colitis. Researchers aren't sure why this link has been found right now, but one possible explanation is that children born via C-section don't pick up the same microbes from their mothers as babies that pass through the vaginal canal, and that alters the infant's colonization with gut microflora or good microbes that aid in digestion and fending off pathogens. Previous research suggests there are differences in the intestinal bacteria flora between children born vaginally or by C-section. So that is really interesting and something I would have never thought of. And on May 17th, the National Post said, the team studied children and adolescents with Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, or celiac disease. They also studied some children with other gastrointestinal problems, as well as a control group of children who were visiting local eye doctors and dentists for unrelated conditions. The celiac children clearly had a higher rate of cesarean births compared to the other four groups. 28% of the celiac children were born by cesarean, compared to no more than 19% of all the other groups. The celiac children were also diagnosed at a younger age on average than the other patients. They're also saying, though, that there's not enough linkage right now for doctors to say, you know, I don't have a C-section, your baby will have celiac. That's definitely not. Obviously, C-sections are done in life-threatening situations, either for the mother or baby or both. So basically, oh, and also I was a C-section baby, so I found this exceptionally interesting. It says also that given that celiac disease can be inherited and that undiagnosed celiac disease increases the risk of cesarean, undiagnosed celiac disease would be more than enough to explain the increased number of cesareans. So instead of saying celiac disease, C-sections lead to celiac disease, they're thinking undiagnosed celiac in mothers leads to cesarean sections of babies. If that makes sense. Green added to that, the message to patients would, Dr. Peter Green from the Columbia Celiac Center said the message to patients would be that the C-section, if it cannot be avoided, should make them more aware that there is an increased risk for celiac disease in the C-section delivered children, and it should make them more alert for signs and test earlier and possibly more frequently. So I thought that was very interesting, something to digest and chew on. Hope everyone's doing well out there. As always, it's from Have Not to Have and gluten-free dining and in life for that matter, and thank you for watching.